of the biggest reasons that you can't drop 20 or 30 kills in a game, or maybe you're not dropping 20s as often as you'd like to, is because you waste so much time throughout a game. Little bits of time here and there that add up to a decent amount of time in a game that are preventing you from dropping those 5, 6, 7 kills you need to hit that benchmark. So today we're going to go ahead and spectate some quads, watch some players that probably play a little bit more like you do, maybe not this guy who's running into a wall at the moment, but let's go ahead and switch over to this guy right here. And we're going to be paying attention to these players, really paying attention to where are they wasting time and what should they actually be doing differently. Now we're in a little bit of a tough spot here. You know, we're in Rebirth quads. We've got duos right here. Go ahead and take the shot. Yep, get that down. No, make sure you get that first thirst, and then you can. Now he's going to lose out on that kill right there simply because he made the wrong decision when it came to shooting that guy. Did he get that kill? I don't know if he did or not. There, he got the kill. So he's at 1. This guy's at 0 right here. And let's talk early game. You know, the biggest thing to focus on early game, you know what I'm going to say here, which is win your early game. But let's talk about two main things with that. First of all, land where you're comfortable. If you don't feel like you and your squad can win at control or prison, don't land control or prison. It's more important to get that loadout down quickly than it is to pick up a lot of kills early game. Yeah, that definitely helps in terms of pacing. But if you end up in the blender, we've talked about it all the time. You know, a lot of you ask me, Joe, what do I do if I'm in the blender? You hate being in it, and it's one of the hardest places to be. So let's not get in the blender early game because we can't win it. Let's get our loadout down before that free one, and then we can start pushing from there. So land kind of the, you know, look, I'm not saying land at stronghold. I'm not saying bio's a little bit of a tougher spot. Chem's a little bit of a tougher spot because of those rotations, but you can still drop high kill games actually landing there. And maybe that's something I do a little bit more in the future, is land at different spots throughout the map and show you how to still drop high kill games. Anyway, get that loadout down. The other thing is, do not be over aggressive when you have enough cash. As soon as you have enough money, and this is a place that I see a lot of you struggle, even average, above average players, 1.5, 2 KD players, I see you struggling with getting that loadout down because you're more confident in challenging people, but you don't know what situation you're in. Are there 2 teams? Are there 3 teams? You know, what is the situation? Focus on getting that loadout down, and you can continue challenging with early game, with floor loot guns if you want to. Go ahead and push around this way. Good anticipation and centering right there. He's back behind you. You just missed him. Oh my gosh, these guys are about to get team wiped maybe. Down goes one. Is the other one going to stay alive right here? I don't think so. He is. He got both. Abraham Lincoln gets both right there. He's going to get the res. So these guys are staying alive. Now they do have loadout guns now. And when you get this situation, when you get loadout guns, whether it's from an enemy, whether it's from a supply rate, you can push. Grab plates to your right. You just passed them. Don't be too over aggressive. So I want to use this to open up, and we'll go back to this in a second after we get out of this scenario, which is hit it. No, he's dead. Which is being too over aggressive. You know, a lot of you with your squads, as you guys are continuing to improve, you're able to get teammates back quicker, but some of you are not there yet. I am lucky enough that I play with TCap, and TCap and I split, so he's off killing people, he's off team wiping, opening crates and stuff, which allows me to come back quicker. A lot of you, when you die, are out of the game for 20 seconds, 30 seconds while you're actually respawning, so you need to play a little bit smarter. You want to stay in control of fights. Real quick, by the way, if you are looking to get better at Warzone, that is, at least from my perspective, going to be Rebirth, Fortune's Keep. We're going to be doing Modern Warfare 2 content and Warzone 2 content. If you are looking to get better, just consider subscribing down below. I'm a 4 KD player and do videos every single day. Just trying to help you improve, whether that's become a 1 KD player, 2 KD player, or drop 20 kills more often. I promise you I can help you out. So, you know, right here, I don't think we have loadout yet. They're kind of in, not the, they have information to act on, but notice that they're not totally confident. He doesn't have plates. He needs to figure out how he can plate up because he's at a pretty big disadvantage. Good job anticipating right there. He's got the RA-225, which, by the way, I really like as a floor loot gun. Honestly, I like it a lot as a loadout gun. The only reason I haven't done a video is because you have to unlock it, or you have to level it up, which I do not recommend doing right now. Do not level up guns right now. Nothing. It's not worth it. We've got a new game in a month. Those guns are going to go away. Don't worry about leveling anything up. So they're going to go ahead and go down right here. Let's see if we rotate teams. Now, once you get, actually, they're still alive. So play smart right here. There's no need to challenge. Get this kill if you can. No, he's dead. He just got a little over aggressive there. You know, play smart while your team's dead and kind of waiting to respawn back in. Go sit in a corner, play strategic, keep them alive, because you never know when you can actually go on a heater. Now, when we talk about what to do after you get loadout, when we talk about information, just a reminder about the 6 things that I always say, 6 ways to go about finding people if you don't know. UAVs. Yep, go challenge this with momentum. Good job right there. You have a UAV up, one more right behind you over in this corner. Now, you're okay to challenge this. You're down only a half plate, so this is still a very winnable gunfight. He did too much there. Notice he was doing the whole why thing. He actually didn't have his gun out around the corner, which is where that actually can hurt you. He didn't have his crosshairs out. He wasn't centered. You need to be centered on the corner, ready to actually shoot. So we have 6 ways to find people. UAVs, minimap pings after a kill. Those 2 are the obvious ones. Minimap pings when people are shooting. I want all of you to work on this as you're playing. Right here, you've got one right in front of you. Use your stim. Yeah, go challenge. Right here, one flying in. Are they going to get out of this or are they dead? No, they're dead. On to the next team. We're rolling a lot here. Nobody can really get in a groove. Really work on minimap pings when people are shooting. A lot of unsilenced weapons, especially when people are regaining. So use that to understand where people actually are. Number 4 is going to be audio cues from footsteps and silenced weapons. Silenced weapons actually have really clear directional audio. So use that to understand where people are fighting, even if you don't actually get the minimap ping. Number 5 is going to be hot areas of the map. On Rebirth, we're talking about, you know, control, prison, headquarters, Nova 6, living quarters, those hot areas of the map that people tend to be in. If you don't know where anybody is, just push that direction. One of those previous 4 things is going to be able to happen, whether that's you get a kill and you find people, you figure out minimap pings, you hear people shooting silenced weapons or footsteps. One of those things is going to happen. Get that down and then start to push. We got 1 kill right here. He goes down. And notice that they should pop UAV right here. They've got 12 grand. Pop UAV, please. I think, no, he bought plates. So somebody's got it. They got to combine here to get a UAV. And the one thing we don't know is, do these guys have comms? Good shots right there. Other people inside? Yeah, you don't want to go down to that guy. Number 6, by the way, is going to be bounty, big game bounty. There's your 6 ways to find people. And we use that to keep pace, to make that quick decision about where to go next. So they should get UAV here. 2 things with cash flow. I'm just going to give you the whole gauntlet of everything today. 2 things with cash flow, getting it. Make sure you're grabbing bounty contracts. That is going to allow you to keep that good cash flow going, get UAVs up. The second thing is spending it. A lot of you, especially like my 1.5 to 2 KD players who are getting better at, and even 1 KD players who are getting better at understanding you need to have cash flow, you're still not recognizing that you actually have it. Good job pushing over this way. He's got 8 kills, by the way. He's just, oh no, you peeked with the wrong gun. Oh, good challenge right there. He's going to go down to the second guy, though. Yeah, he's going to go down to the second guy. He wasn't anticipating that guy with the sniper. He didn't go challenge. Instead, he let that guy push him, which is one of the biggest things when it comes to your pace being slowed. Now, wasting time. Let's go back. Let's keep talking about this. He's got to keep his teammates up, which is exactly what he needs to do. A lot of you wasting time comes down to 2 things. Well, 3 things, kind of. You know, not getting information and not understanding where to push next, because you're not actually getting information about where people are. It's not something that's top of mind. The second is going to be dying, right? Like I said earlier, dying when you go down, you're spending so much time dead, and that's just wasted time that you're not able to get kills, which can really crush your pace. Sniper over to your right, which can really crush your pace, specifically in first and second circle. Now, third circle is where it can really kill you actually as well, because you're getting lower on teams, and all of a sudden teams start getting wiped a little bit more, so it can be really tough. The last thing that I always see people is not re-engaging. You know, a lot of you are fully disengaging fights. Let's see if this guy re-engages this. He should go push this guy. Yeah, don't just slow peek it. Go push right. He's gonna peek. Yeah, don't peek that side. Go peek the right side. What? Why are you doing that? No, don't go that. Yeah, you can challenge that. Challenge on top. Challenge the heady. Challenge a different angle. And notice he's gonna fully disengage here. Now, when we talk about re-engaging versus disengaging, when you take damage, right, we are going to reposition, we are going to replay, and then we are going to re-engage immediately. Even if you get shot first, that reposition keeps them guessing as to where you actually are, at which point you can replay. Uh-oh, yep. Look, re-engage. Yeah, go challenge. But notice he didn't actually anticipate that guy. You also have people to your left. You've got 1 above you over to your left based on the minimap. You've got 2 teams over here now. Keep in mind that when you get minimap pings like that, people are shooting at each other. So you know that there's 2 teams. You know that there's still people above you, and this is where do not forget information. That is one of the, if you made it this far, I have one of the biggest tips that I can give you for stop losing pace, stop wasting time, is do not forget information. So right here, we've got 5 teams alive, 5 enemy teams. You've got at least 1 over to your left, and you have those 2 guys that ran in above you. Yeah, there they are. They're right there. Just like I said, don't forget information, because that's where a lot of you tend to die, and that's where a lot of you tend to really lose pace and waste time. I don't remember what I was saying before that. I forget what I was saying before that. I'm sorry, guys. So let's go ahead and push up here. Yep, still people above you, and that's where you need to immediately challenge this. Oh, re-engaging. A lot of you are just fully disengaging and never acting on that concrete information. If you know where somebody is and somebody shot at you or you have a general idea, that is concrete information. Don't give up on that concrete information to go wander hoping you find another team just because that team shot you first. Execute, hit shots, really good shots right there until the end. That's where the TTK gets him just a little bit. That's where the TTK gets a lot of you, right? You're good up until you break him, and then you get a little bit all over the place. You give that person a window to actually get away. Now, right here, we need to start pushing over. We've got 3 kills. We got 11 kills. We should have been watching this guy more, but that's fine. Overall, when we look at this whole team, we're talking about 16 kills right here. This is a little bit of a sweatier lobby. They could still be at the top of the leaderboard when it comes to team kills. No, this is... Yeah, I like this. No, don't stim. Just go challenge. He's around the corner. Backside. Good shots right there. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and... How much money you got? You can go buy back. You can go buy your teammate back or buy a gas mask. I'd go buy... Oh, he's going to get his teammate back. They also have not had UAVs up this entire game. I mean, like I said, cash flow is 2 things. It's going to be getting cash and spending cash. Hit it. Oh, my gosh. Oh, good break and swap right there. For my... Oh, he gets shot from that side. Snipers, notice right there, he breaks him and then he immediately switches. I don't know if he had amped on or not, which is probably the reason he was so slow. Usually that can be a lot more fluid. So let's go ahead and go to this next team. We got 3 other teams alive, 2 teams in the tents straight ahead fighting. So you want to be noting that information, keeping track, especially end game. Don't forget where teams are. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. We're trying to spectate here. We're not trying to load next player. There we go. Mr. Underrated has 4. We've got 7 over here. We've got 8 on the down player. Let's go back to 7 right here. It's going to use the stim. We've got a very healthy lobby for this end game, and you've got to find a way. Somebody threw PDS. So that's an enemy. That's 100% an enemy. That's 100%. You got to know that based on your team. Yeah, you got to know that based on your team. And I think he tried to challenge, but notice he ended up getting pushed, right? That little difference there between him pushing. He never actually committed to the push. Instead, he ends up getting pushed by that team, giving them the advantage. Maybe a 2v2 situation we got right here. Let's go ahead and load into the next player and see what we can do. Let's go ahead and load in right here. Okay, so we got a 1v3 situation. They know exactly where it is, so let's go ahead and immediately act on this. He's going to be down below. Go ahead and anticipate around the corner. Nope, he's literally right down below you. He's in the corner. He's going to be laying right on the bed. Let's go challenge this guy right where I thought he was. There's the down and thirst. So I hope you found today's video helpful. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.